It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the... It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield. And what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and Don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Mahomes just going to flip this forward. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. In the backfield, what a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Again, it's Harvey. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Got a man, that's Sherfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
On third down, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
One to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That one swung out wide to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and a long way to go.
Yellow. Why? Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. What's that?
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Dre Greenlaw. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Handoff now for Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Broncos.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Here's Nix to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on the punt for Denver. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for KC. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drive. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. 1st down.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Over set. Ready. One.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Captain. Over set.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Over set. Ready.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he will score! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown Broncos. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's complete to Rice. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Let's go, blue.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them, and will bring up third down.
So conventional wisdom says, all right, it's a snow game. The footing's bad. This is just going to be a slugfest and pound the ball. But it's actually the opposite. The offense actually has all the advantage because they know where they're going. So the passing game, if done right, can actually be a huge advantage in this sort of weather. And they're going to continue to test these guys in the passing game downfield.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. 15. Attack.
Here's Mahomes. Rice open. He's got it. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Second down and 8. To throw is Nix. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Nix from the gun on third down. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
At their own 9-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. Mahomes back. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
On third down, Mahomes. He's got a man. That's Myers. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Hey, Ripley.
First and 10.
Mahomes on first down. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. First and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw again. And into the hands of Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Moving to his left. He's going to keep it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On McKibb, it's Harvey. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw it. Nix. That's 3. third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. As he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. On play action, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Yellow.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. And in motion is Ingram. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Kill.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Broncos.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. motion is Ingram. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try to run. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And it was probably a little bit closer than they would have preferred, but the decision to go for it pays off as they get just enough to extend this drive.
A first down throw for Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Quick throw, taken in. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
So, we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Mims sent in motion here. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
This one caught at the 4.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's going to run it. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Yellow.
On the ground, it's Lewis. And he'll be near the first down marker Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with the checkup. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34.
Just a good, solid run here on third down, tie game, fourth quarter. This is where you really need to be able to lean on that offensive line. They come through, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. He'll get this forward to Worthy. He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's caught by Harvey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yellow.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Yellow.
A handoff to Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
43-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Once again, it's Pacheco. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. To return, it's Mims.
The Broncos take over 1st down and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They come up for 2nd and 2. He'll get this out wide. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Angelani. Hey, Ripley.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.